Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Just giving thanks again. So, how you been?
Not so bad.
Okay, so what's on the agenda? What are we doing for today?
Well, it's the same question. Why men can't say no? But we have we have a new guest today,
Okay.
and her name is Samia Farid.
Okay.
She's the chair founder of Super Sisters,
Uh-huh.
trustee of the Bury Faith Forum, and she's an events project coordinator at the Diocese of Salford.
Okay.
And she's been doing outstanding work during COVID-19. And she'll be coming on very soon. And before she comes on, how are you doing, Bess?
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Well, our guest is using the guest line or the studio line.
Right, our guest is using the guest line, and the studio line's open for everyone else who wants to call in and speak to the guest, which is 079 444 31366. 079 444 31366 is the line for our viewers to call in, or listeners to call in and chat to the guest.
Okay.
Right. Okay. To top up, press 1. For packs, info on free boost, or to get extra data, minutes and text to use in the UK or abroad, press...
No, we don't need that. Right, so that's it. Phones are ready. Ready to go.
Yes.
Alright. Nice and on schedule. Who's this?
Always on time, me.
You always on time. Okay, well, you used to be a train in your past life, yeah? Okay, alright. Today, first of all, I just give thanks, greetings everyone. Welcome to today's show, Unityify Bless Show. And today we're talking about, again, part 3, which is the final part. This is the final part, isn't it? The final part of why the man them can't say no, right? So, basically we're talking about relationships with all different types of people, and why the man can't say no to many things. You know, after this we're going to actually turn around and say why the women them can't say no, because it's not always the man them's at fault, because sometimes you've got some women that are giving some man them hassle, so we will give you your say also. Absolutely.
And today's guest is Samia Farid, who's a chair founder of Supporting Sisters, trustee of the Bury Faith Forum, and an events project coordinator at the Diocese of Salford. And this sister's been working very hard during COVID-19. She's actually been given an award, and it's called the High Sheriff Award of Greater Manchester.
Oh, she's a sheriff?
No, she's been given the award of the sheriff.
Of a sheriff. They never give her a horse as well.
Well, we'll have to ask her, won't we?
Yeah, we'll ask her if she get a horse, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, have you heard any feedback from the last caller from the last show?
Well, I've been getting lots of DMs, and they actually loved the show. Lots of the ladies did, and the men. They thought it was a really nice discussion that we had on there, and she actually loved them. She was quite, well, she wasn't emotional, but she was very happy to talk openly about the conversation we had, and obviously the question is why men can't say no. And she goes, my perspective, as she said, was nothing to do with physical, it was more to do emotional and socially for her. And so yeah, she was quite happy. She was very happy to actually be a part of this Bless Radio show with Unityify.
Okay.
How did you find it, Bless?
Wow, it was interesting, but the bit that kind of what got me at the end of the show is when I asked her, which does she forgive the man, and she said never.
Sorry?
And that's the bit what kind of like bugged me, that she's got her freedom to live how she wants to live now, you know, but the guy's in another country, but in her heart she still doesn't find no forgiveness, which that's not a good thing.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing from some people's point from their point, but not everyone's like that. You see, I think you got to understand, 20, 30 years. I know some people find it very easy to forgive and move on. She's moved on, but she's not finding it easy to forgive because it's quite deep what she went through, and it's going to take time. But I personally do know her very well, and I think she's moved on tremendously. But I think with her, when memories come back and things come back, then you talk about it, it actually brings a lot of things up again, and you get emotional. And I think that's the reason why she said that. She goes, I can't find it easy to forgive him, which I can understand. Okay,
well, that's just something
it's not easy,
we're going to sort that bit out anyway. So, if your caller's ready, we can.
Yeah, she's going to be calling in a few minutes.
We can start we can start the interrogation.
No interrogation.
Yeah, right. So, the man them listening, obviously it's a chance for you to hear what your sister may be going through.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this again.
And the studio number is 079 444 313 66. If people want to call in and speak to the sister, but that is going to be open after an hour. Because we're going to discuss just between me and our guests, Samia, Farid and Bless.
Right. And you can also get us on YouTube as well.
That's right.
Blessradio1. So you can listen to the show from there. You know what I mean? Caller.
Nope, it's our guest.
Oh, guest.
Hello.
Hi, guest.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on.
Samia Farid.
I was going to say you don't have to give your real name,
But she's our guest. She's given us our real name.
Yeah, but she don't have to.
Well, why not?
It's her privacy, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's all right. You don't mind?
I don't mind.
Yeah, bad girl then,
Hi,
innit?
Samia. How are you?
Samia, la rude girl.
I'm very...
I'll give out my name. I don't care. What are them? All right, go on then.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you?
How are you, Samia?
I'm very well, thank you. Okay, how are you?
She said, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. There's a bit of a delay in the technical. There's a bit of a delay here, right? Because obviously we're streaming live and we're in two different places at the same time, me and Bless. Yes, I'm fine, thank you, Samia. Thank you for coming.
Distance, I think.
Yeah. Quite possibly.
All right.
Right, hi. Like I mentioned before, Samia is a chair founder of Supporting Sisters. She's a trustee as well of the Bury Faith Forum. And she's an events project coordinator and of Diocese of Salford. So, Samia.
Yeah.
As you know, the question is why men can't say no.
Okay.
You can hear me, darling.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to start off. I'll give you a little insight to... Let's start off with the word no. Can I start off with that?
Yeah.
What do we mean by men can't say no? If we look at it, one little syllable, two tiny letters, yet there are some people, men, who would rather burn in sand than utter that sound. Not just men, I'd say, even for people who can say no, it doesn't always come easy.
Yeah.
And I always say, there's 3 women that men, well actually 2 call it, that can't say no to, which is one is the mother and one is the daughter. So when I say there are situations where men obviously can't say no, and that's not me taking sides. This is my own personal opinion. I don't speak for anybody else, and I don't impose my views on anybody else either. It's just my personal thought. I'll give you an example of what I do in the situation. So I was married for a while, for about 10 years, and my ex-husband, he was from Pakistan.
Yeah.
obviously, when usually the partners come home from Pakistan, they do support family in Pakistan, which is fine. I don't have any objections. That's fine if you want to provide for your family, your mum, your parents. That's your responsibility as well. That's the way we've been brought up in our culture, where the sons usually take care of the parents. But it got to a time where we had our own children, and it was a case of where he wasn't really taking care of us, and it was more important for him to take care of his family back home. It was a simple thing of, obviously when you look at financially, why couldn't he just say no to them as such and look after his own family before them? So it was just a case of saying, no, I can't help you out this time. Can you just wait a little while longer? He couldn't do it. So he wasn't prioritising his family, basically.
So
basically children and wife.
What's wrong with him helping his family?
She didn't say that. She said it's fine. She said it's fine helping his family.
In the Asian culture, you find that either the eldest or the youngest son either stays with the parents, even if they are married. I don't see a problem with that at all. But when you've got a family of your own that needs support, and you're pushing them aside just to provide for your parents and your sisters back home, I don't agree with that.
Right, is this your, obviously it's your personal opinion, I do know that, but obviously you've been through this, haven't you, Samia?
Yeah, that's why I said that in the beginning, whatever I said to you or whatever I discussed is my own personal life experiences.
So in your eyes, you're saying for your position, you're saying when a man...
Life that I'm talking about is your personal opinion. So for me, like I said, it's not that I had an issue with him not with him supporting his family. That wasn't a problem. But they need to understand and prioritise their own children, their wife.
Right.
I call you. Have you got hands free on or something? Hi.
Sammy.
Sam.
Yeah.
Have you got hands free because sometimes your voice goes high and low like you're moving around?
It's because my voice keeps echoing, and then I struggle to understand what the other person's saying, so I'll kind of keep it slightly away from myself.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's echoing. All right then.
So in your case, Sammy, it was more to do with well, how can I say it? It's more emotional in your case, isn't it, Samia?
Yeah, I think originally I'm quite understanding just generally. When it comes to, obviously with our culture, we always think, well, I always think that the sons should look after the parents, which I don't object to. But when it comes to my children, of having their own family, I would expect that my child...
Is she there, Bless?
Yeah, we're here.
But she got cut off.
No, she's still here. Yeah, go on, say that again.
So what I say is, for example, if my child gets married, has his own family, I would expect him to provide for me. I don't have to provide and prioritise his own family.
Yeah.
So it's a simple thing of just saying no.
So was that your main reason to break up? Was that the only main reason, Samia?
Sorry, say that again.
Was that the only main reason, Samia, or the core reason of your breakup?
No, obviously there was more to it, which obviously stemmed from abuse over 10 years, and it's small things, where as a woman, I think you always just want your husband to value you as a wife, and you show that respect, love, care, which obviously I didn't get in these years. But like I said, when I say I come from an Asian background, culture kicks in.
Religion kicks
in. You have to understand that you stay with that person because of society, and the culture and the system of how it works, of people talking, and the stigma that comes with a divorce.
Yeah. So what? How did you go about leaving England then? So, what was your breaking point then?
I think it was my children. I look at my children, and I needed to think what was best for my children. So that's why I parted ways. Obviously, I filed for my divorce. And lucky for me, I had my siblings supporting me at the time. Mum wasn't impressed. Again, that boils down to culture, what people would say, what would hurt my mum's friends say. My mum did want me to not go through this whole thing, but I said no. I said no as a woman, purely because I was going ahead with it.
Right.
I still don't see what she's saying no to. Was there
She's not saying no. She's not saying no. It's the man she's talking about, Bless. You got to understand why the man can't say no. So she's saying, all I asked, it's more or less the same as the first caller. The only difference over here is she's saying, look, I know you got your priorities. Family comes first. We understand that. But also she comes first with her kids. So why couldn't he say, right, I've got to balance it. You couldn't balance it out. He could only balance one family, which also he neglected her.
Well, but his family, his family. What kind of need were they in? They needed clothes. They needed money. They needed what?
Yeah, it's financial needs. That covers everything, doesn't it? From food, clothes, to bills, the day-to-day running of that household.
Right.
So it was provided for two families.
So there's nothing wrong with that,
And it was taking a toll on the thing, wasn't it?
What I said was that men need to learn to prioritise, and at certain times you have to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he never said no to them.
Right?
He never said no to them. That's what you're saying.
So basically he never said no to them. When it was a time where I might have needed financial help or support, it was his family that would prioritise. So, okay, for example, what would you do? If you were in this situation where you had a family of your own, and you had parents to support